Hey, I'll be showing you how to create hitboxes for your game characters in Unity. I already have a shooter set up here. It's just a sphere, move up and down, left, right, so we could easily navigate our scene a bit, try to shoot the character, and spacebar for instantiating bullets. It's a really simple script. Update the move and shoot methods here. Okay, let's go ahead and add our enemy to the scene and set up those colliders for, set up hit markers for our character. So I have a walk cycle character here. Let's try to align that. I'll just use execute in edit mode so I could show the raycast and try to align my character in the scene. Save that out. Alright, and just align so the first shot's a headshot, probably. Alright, that works great. And I do have an animation, just a basic walk here. Alright, great. So let's start setting up those hit markers. And let's see. First you want to do is go down to your joints where your bones are connected, and mine's hips for the left leg right here. I could set up a collider. I could set up a collider right here by just right clicking, create 3D object, create a sphere. No, not a sphere, capsule. I'll rotate that on the Z 90 degrees on the Z axis. Scale that down a bit. And try to I'll go ahead and create a new material for this, just so we could be able to tell. Oh, so we could differentiate it from the player's body. So create material. I'll just name this. What do I name it? I'll just name it hit. Switch the color here. Let's change it to red, and give it a transparency of about 40 or 30, and change the rendering mode to fade, and apply it to a collider. We could bump that up a bit, see. Right, that's good. So continue aligning our capsule here. Probably make it smaller. And still move it to place. Let's see. You could always squash it if you need to. Right. Alright. It's the collider that really matters, not even the actual mesh, but okay. See, that collider didn't change. Alright, so we have that. We could save that out as body hit marker. And save that, make a prefab out of that. So I've created that prefab here, and we could, let's play it and see if it's connected to the actual joint. Alright, so that's great. All we have to do is do the same thing for everywhere you want the hit markers to be. So here I'll just copy that, I'll duplicate that, and move it up to the right leg, and then just shift it here. so it's connected to that bone. You could go ahead and do the same thing for, wait, let's keep going down this tree right here. See, right leg, right foot. For the lower part of the leg right here, we could also duplicate this and put it in here. That's it, right? And move it down. Then same thing, just modify this to try to match up your character's body frame. Let's see how that plays. Alright, he actually moves with it. We could have extended this, made it longer, but it's whatever. And for the left leg, just duplicate this and take it back up right here and move it this way. Alright, that's good. I'm not gonna go ahead and set up all the limbs, but you get what I'm trying to do. Just go back to your hips here, and I'll add a hit marker to it. That's gonna be for the body. I'm gonna rotate. Alright, rotate this by 90. Try to bring it up so it's by your torso. And scale that. Squash, stretch. And again, it's the collider that matters, so just try to watch out. You could actually edit the colliders. We're not gonna need the mesh at all, so let's see. We'll go to edit colliders and try to bring that out. Move it back. Bit. Right, so our colliders is in place. Just don't worry about the mesh too much. We have a collider set up pretty well. Alright, that's good. And we have the body mesh hit marker set up. What we need to do now is set up a hit marker for the head. And that's just go down my spine here. Neck, head, and create 3D object. I'll use a sphere or a cube just to differentiate between the two for now. So that's it. Might want to make make it smaller for headshots. Alright, that's great. We'll apply that hit marker here. So just so we could see it, and I'll make a prefab out of that. Rename it to head hit marker. We're making prefabs just in case we need to make changes, like add a script to it. It's gonna affect all of them at once, and we don't have to go back and change them individually. So go ahead and I'll just save my scene, press play, see how they work. It is pretty good. Alright, that looks good. So once we're done with this, you could go ahead and turn off the mesh render from the prefabs, something like this. Marcus, turn it off. So, but this is just for visualizing it for right now. You wouldn't need it in your game. Okay, so that's set up. What I need to go ahead and do now is create an enemy health somewhere in my script. I'm just gonna add everything here. It's not a really modular script because it's just a testing script. I might make the hit marker script a bit modular so you could easily switch characters off that. But I'll create a public float enemy health. Public text. I added my namespace Unity engine.ui so I could use the text, and text would be health text. Okay, and then we'll need to create a new script. So for body marker, just add component. We'll create a hit marker. So hitbox checker. Alright, just open that up. Let's start setting up some things here. First of all, I want to be able to switch hit marker types for the body or the head. So I'll go ahead and create a public enum called hit marker and create body head. That's it. And we'll create a public, this reference here, public hit marker. Hit marker hit marker type. Okay, that's great. So we have that set up, and we could say create a new function, say on collision enter. No, let's actually not use collisions for this because collisions could actually move the object and we don't want to move our character. Something like that, and you see balls bouncing at a different angle. It starts to rotate the character a bit. So we'll use triggers for that. So select both your hitboxes and set it to is trigger. We'll use trigger enter. Trigger enter. Once I hit enter, Visual Studio is going to auto-complete that for me. So okay, so we're saying untrigger enter, and we'll need an if statement. Say if hit marker type dot, is it? Forgotten how you use enums. So hit marker type is equal to hit marker dot body. We'll do something. Okay. So we're not only checking if the hit marker type is body and other dot game object dot tag is equal to bullet. If hit marker type is equal to body and game object dot tag is equal to bullet, we need to do something here. Okay. Go back to your mixed controller. We have a public text set, and we need to initial enemy health. Let's just set that to 100. And void start. We need to. Don't we have a start function? So void start. Set our health text to enemy health. Yeah. Health text is equal health text dot text property is equal to enemy health dot toString. Oh, I keep forgetting you can use stuff like that in Unity 3. I think you need to use this C# 3 or something. So enemy health. Oh, concatenate plus enemy health. Okay, So we have that. And let's go ahead and set up that text box here. I have a canvas set up. Add a UI component, UI text. Move it off to the side a bit here and increase the font size. Select, add the text property in here. Enemy health, set that to 100. Let's see if that updates. Alright, so that works great. We need to go ahead and say, if you hit me, lower the enemy health. Okay, so go back to Visual Studio, hitbox checker. If hit marker type is body and game object tag is bullet, we need to first we need to create an instance of this controller, so we could access the health property. I'll do that over here and say, actually here, public static mixed controller instance. Right, and we could create an awake function. Awake is called before the start function, and we need to assign instance to this. No, it's not a property. Instance is equal to this. Okay, so we have that instance. We could call it from hitbox checker and say mixed controller dot instance dot the text property, that's health text, let's see, no, we don't want to affect the health text but rather the enemy health. Enemy health minus equals 10. That's from body shots. Okay, we need to go ahead and add headshots. Copy, paste that here. Hit marker type is dot head. Bullet tag is bullet. We need to set that to -100. Should update here. Let's see. So body shots, and nothing's happening, and that's because our bullet, let's see, does our bullet have a tag? Test bullet here, bullet. It has a tag, bullet, and we're not updating our text, that's what's happening. So an update, we need the void start copy that. Alright, so it's working. Great. But headshots still count as, let's see, is the headshots been registering? Okay, we haven't set it to body, so that's why it's not registering. So head, just change the enum. Oh, we don't even have a script on it. Alright, so hitbox checker, set the marker type to head. Save, let's see. So headshots 0, -100. Great. So that's basically your hit markers. You could stop at this point if you want to. Let's go a bit farther and see what we could do here, because next I want to say if I need to create a new function called health update. Make it public, make it private. Just void health update. I need to put an argument here. Pass an argument, say string, and name it hitbox. I'll make this, it's supposed to be public. Public void health update accepts a string argument as a parameter hitbox, and we'll say if enemy health see, if enemy health is less than or equal to 0, we need to print or debug.log, whatever. Print died by, so we're gonna say he died by a headshot or body shot, something like that. So died by colon here, and plus this string here, so hitbox. Okay. So we need to actually pass this argument into this update here. So go back to your hitbox checker and say if hit marker type needs to pass a string. So mixed controller dot instance dot health update. It's not going to let you call that because it says it needs an argument string hitbox. So we'll put a string variable in there and say, so body died by, let's say body wounds, something like that. And the same thing for here. Died by headshot. So it's basically passing this argument, like for instance this argument headshot, it passes into here and this parameter receives it as a hitbox, and we're printing died by this, so headshot. Let's save that and see. And that's when the enemy health is what? Oh, and that's when the enemy health is less than or equal to 0. Alright, let's see that in headshot. Boom. There's a console message here saying died by headshot. Alright, so but our player's still standing, so we could easily fix that by saying destroy if enemy health is less than or equal to 0. Destroy enemy. Is it called, what is it? We don't even have a game object name enemy. Just go ahead and create that. C game object public game object enemy. Alright, so destroy enemy. And I'll go ahead and set the text property to 0 if the enemy's health is less than or equal to 0, because this right now, it's gonna go to a negative value if I keep shooting at him, and then maybe a headshot, it goes to a negative value, -50, and our player still hasn't been destroyed because we did not set it up right here. Just drag the walk cycle as your enemy, and then update the text property to 0. So enemy health is equal to 0, and it's gonna update the text property. Let's try that again. Hit play. So body shots, headshot, no, headshot. My aim's bad, potato. Oh, headshot. Alright, so he died by headshot, and our text property is set to 0. Okay. What else? Alright, there might be an instance where our bullet is physics based, right? It has a rigid body and collision, and if you're creating a character, sometimes you might need like a player character, you might need a controller or a collider with physics. So let's just go ahead and add a rigid body to this character. Rigid body, I'll freeze the rotations here and add a capsule collider. I'll modify that capsule collider a bit here. So radius, make it small, increase the height, offset the X, bring it up a bit, and more height. Actually, I'll just edit so it just gets the whole character up there, and let me bring this guy up a bit. Alright, so that's pretty good collider. Let's play it. He still stands. But we noticed something. We're not able to hit our markers anymore. Except something like this which may stick out. It's still sticking out, but we notice we're still colliding. We're colliding with the capsule collider here. And we're not able to hit some of the markers. And it's deflecting our bullets. And our player is spinning, so that's definitely not good. Well, I tried to use layers for this, like layer mask, but I found that was a hard way of doing it. So I found something called physics, Unity, physics collision something. It was collision ignore. Ignore layers, ignore collision, something like that. Okay. Alright, so this is it. So it basically makes the collision detection system ignore all collisions between collider 1 and 2. And this is implemented right here. I'll just go ahead and copy this because it works for what I want to do. And so so they actually put this to the bullet prefab. So that's useful. I'll go back to my mix controller where it says shoot. Go down here before it destroys the bullet. I need to add this. So physics.ignore collision. A collider 1 is a bullet. It's actually the clone bullet I instantiated here. So I'll just add a clone to that. And the second collider would be our enemy.get component. So it's gameObject.get component. Enemy game object. It gets the collider component and lets our bullet pass through. Let's check that out. Play here. So we're still, so we're definitely moving past the collision right now. And our enemy dies. Alright, so that's good. That's pretty much it. And we could actually destroy those bullets as soon as they hit. So on trigger enter, we could destroy other. Let's copy that. Save. So the bullet doesn't just pass through your character. And that didn't work. It's still passing through. Let's see. So on trigger enter collider other if the game object tag is bullet. We're supposed to destroy other. Okay, so this other just refers to a collider. Other.gameObject, is it? Okay, so the game object with that collider. Go ahead and save. See. Boom. Headshot. Alright, so that's it. Oh, did it say died by body shots? I didn't see that print out. at all. So, oh, let's try to kill him with body shots only. Die by body wounds. So that definitely works. That's it for this video. It's pretty easy to set up actually, and so thanks for watching. Bye.